Hello again, everyone, and welcome back to Dawntide. We are here in Ronzo's bedroom, just hanging out, spending the day. Well, I guess the morning. We're gonna spend the morning with him. We just had our biscuits, some custard-filled ones. I like custard-filled biscuits. Well, you guys, were you a custard fan or a jam fan? Very curious, very curious. There's relief in Sal's voice, but she sounds worn out. I make my way to the doorframe and hush my voice. Everything alright with you? Yeah, just going to Mom and Dad's to get the car. Oh, right. It's good, though. Just a quick visit. Well, take care. Let's talk about it at the pub. One more thing. Can Ronzo overhear the call? Ronzo continues to stack items on the table. And don't think so. Why? I'm going to get him a gift from everyone. A congratulations on the promotion. Oh, that's nice. Shouldn't be much, but would appreciate if you could chip in a fiver? A fiver? What does that mean? What's a fiver? I guess that just means like pitch and is fiver money? I'm assuming it's money. It has to be money. But like, what is that? Is that what the currency is called, or is that just like how speech work? I don't know. I don't know at all. I'm getting it this afternoon. So if he asks, tell him I'm busy. Say no more. Thanks. See ya. Bye, Sal. Sal's playing away as ever. Someone's gotta herd the group, right? Fair, I suppose. Haven't got long here, do we? I suppose not. Ronzo's face settles into a warm smile. Oh, that's some nice music. Let me turn that up just a little bit. Just a little bit, guys. Okay. Make best the most of it, eh? Best make, not make best. Best make the most of it. He lifts a work hardened hand to rest on my shoulder. His eyes, so restless when we enter the room, stay on mine as if ditched on a shallow bank. Man, these I just don't know. Just don't know. Spots of dust hang on sunbeams between us. His thumb rubs above my collarbone. I look up, past the wild new hair into eyes I've always known. He looks older. Dan? Oh, not Dan, not Dan. that wasn't good old run, so that was Dan. What? Agnes's voice echoes up the stairs. Ronzo's hand falls from my shoulders. He blinks that what? Yeah, he blinks that look from off of his face. I get it. Yes, Mom. Can you help me peel the potatoes? Coming. I mean, just when it was getting good, right? Right. I'll be back in a bit. He pauses for a minute, looks down, scoffs. His head dips towards his chest as he moves past me. As he heads down the stairs, I'm left in the room alone. I wander around, taking in its silence between the creaking floorboards. My eyes fall on objects which stick out like pins on a board, holding memories in place. Oh my god! Game console. Got games on that? What are we doing? What are we playing? What are we doing? Is it Halo? A gray super drive? Never mind. What was on? is that like a parody of a Sega system? What are Sega games? We got Shenmue. Everyone loves Shenmue. Sits below a television with a bulging black screen that distorts the room within it. Yes, both are a few generations old. I remember sitting with Ronzo taking turns on platformers. One day his dad brought him a co-op shooter. He didn't get a second controller though, so I had to bring my own. Never finished it. Oh, we just get to Okay, I thought we only got to choose like one thing or something, but the poster shows a sunrise over dark hills, blending down to a cluster of stars. In front of them are the names of performers and categories divided by genre. It's vandalized with whiteout marker in various spots. A string of eyes cross over the main stage artists. In one corner, a cock eject, Jack. Oh, okay. Ejaculates. What am I doing? What am I doing? Over the logo of festival sponsors. Here I am, just not reading words. That's normal, though. That is normal. Between a swirly squiggles. That is that word. And names are written besides ambient tant. Someone has written a K-hole corner. Wow. Okay. A little brown mandolin rests on its stand. Like many things in the room, it looks freshly dusted, though the deep cracks in the wood are fuzzy with gray. Oh, oh, okay. Running a claw across the strings, they whisper out a lazy cacophony into it needs to be tuned. I think back to Ronzo strumming at it in the old music room in school we used for rehearsals. Voiced on the CD player. Do you all still use CDs? I still use CDs. My car has a CD player, so I got CDs. Is things, you know. No way. The CD is one of those burnable ones you use to get a stationary shops. In a permanent marker is written Siren demo tapes. Oh, okay. Remind me why it's spelled with a Y. Copyright. Already another band called Siren. Amazing. And it sounds more mythological. I press play. A few barely audible components rustle in the machine. Oh. An MP3 file rattles through tiny speakers, but the sound was full in my head. Ronzo strums his mandolin and leads the vocal charge. He was so proud of this one. I remember when he first came to practice with it. What? Mirren shreds her heart out on the guitar. Her solo was unnecessarily complicated. It rarely went smoothly at a gig. She'd blame it on Joe drumming too fast. It was so hard trying to get the drum kit recorded. I think Joe ended up doing most of it on a computer. Had some harmony vocals too. I pluck a simple tune on the guitar, on the bass strings. I wonder if I could still play it. Probably not, friend. Shut that idea down right now. Oh my god. Sir, calm down. Oh, I can't believe this still exists. When we got rid of all the old things, I thought I'd never hear it again. Make sure to get a copy. It is nice of him to have kept it all this time. Those lyrics, though. They're pretty cheesy, but teenage angst has its charm. No, definitely too embarrassing. Enough of that. No, it's fun, though. I sit down on the bed, feeling the quilt on my palm. Yeah, quilt on my palms. That is what that says. I have a look at what Ronzo's been unpacking. By his bag, there are a few things laid squarely on the desk. A clear wash bag holding some decurlin products. Well, you do be a fuzzy boy. A comb and matte clay. Matte clay? Okay. A separate wash bag beside it, presumably containing the usual, a wallet. The wallet rests on something, a small blue book. Oh. Rummage through the wallet. Steal all the ones. I edge forward, sliding the wallet off of the top. The book is a deep navy, unmarked and unnamed. A thin strap wrapped twice around it. This is something private. I turn it in my head. Okay. It's about the size of my palm. It looks unwilling to open. But that entices you more. My thumb inches against the neat little bow. Ah. Damn. I feel like I would just open it, but I also don't want to upset Ronzo. He's a cutie little guy, so we'll be polite and just put it down. The allure of the binding fills me with tension, the kind of tension that presses all around, like that strap is wrapped over my chest. But you put it down. My thumb inches against the neat little bow. But you put it down. I grip the book firmly between my finger and thumb, pressing it forcibly onto the table. I place the wallet back down on top of it, a heavy stone sealing something away. Like a good boy. I lay back on the bed, looking up at the ceiling with my hands crossed over my stomach. My left one makes swirling patterns in the wool of my sweater. I hear a clinking from the kitchen below, a laugh from Agnes, muffled words I can't discern. Thin walls in this house. It's not long before I hear footsteps coming upstairs. As they approach the door, I feel one of the floorboards under the bed move. Comfy, Rybred. I turn my head back to him. Upside down in the doorway, I smile. Uh-huh. He walks over and lies down on the bed next to me. The mattress lifts beneath me. Give those taters a good peeling. Best they've ever had. That what your dockyard boys tell you to. The soft edge of a fist hits my shoulder. Come off it. This is calming. Beside him, an array of sun. Warm. Don't think we can manage lunch here. Too much going on for dinner. Mum's doing all the trimmings. Could get it in town. That's what I was thinking. Ronzo lifts himself from the bed. Still, he stands silhouetted against the window, the tip of the sunflower rocking back and forth just outside. He reaches down to the wallet. He flicks it up into his hand and turns to me in one motion. No, excuse me. Mom needs us to move some things out of the garage, but we could go to Fob's for a pastry after. Oh yeah? You've not had one since you got back, have you? Needs fixin'. Well, look at this garage. It's got a little mini fridge. It's got a saw. Very good. The garage seems to be the only part of the house left untidied. The air is thick, a little damp. Dust sticks to objects like a second skin. Where Ronzo's room felt immaculately preserved, this place feels lost to time. Gore, a bit of a sty down here, Mum. That's why I need you to help out with it. I just need you to get down those boxes off the top shelf. Right on. Ronzo pulls a stepladder out, tucked behind the back end of a car, covered by a red cloth. The ladder looks rickety. You alright on that, Ryans? It's fine. I'll hold it. I hold on to the other side of the ladder, holding it firmly in place with both hands. Ronzo goes up and down it a few times, taking boxes and placing them atop an unplugged mini-fridge. Stop looking at the way his shirt rides up. I mean, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that, anyway? I'm not. You're a parody of yourself. Ronzo passes the last of 3 boxes down to his mom, dusting his hands. Ooh! Oh, thank you, Danny. Let's get these in the living room, shall we? Agnes takes the smaller of the 3 boxes. Ronzo takes one of the large ones in both hands. I pick up the one on the mini-fridge. It's heavy. I need to spend a while balancing it properly before I can follow the other 2 up the stairs. My back twinges. Twinges? Twinges. You're out of shape. The 2 of them are out of the room as I place the box down to readjust. A few quick stretches, brace, and... splatting down to get a better grasp. So that was his squatting, not splatting. Wow. Squatting down to get a better grasp of it. I spot something jammed into the side. A small plastic fishnet. Oh? What is this? What is this? Oh. Man, I used to make stuff like this in art class. Those were fun days. The rocks press hard into the soles of my feet. I regret taking off my sandals, but Dan's dad said they'd slip if I kept them on. A clear plastic bucket swings in my hand as I use my other to steady myself, climbing the wave-bash stone. Eliza. Riley, hurry up! I don't know which one's I don't know who this is. I clasp a small blue fishing net between my teeth and scramble forward. Coming. Reaching the top, I see them all gather around the largest rock pool I've ever seen. 2 dogs and a wolf, all gray. The adult is the scruffiest of the bunch. Oh, okay. Okay, John? John. I assume this is the father, you know. There's the last of the adventuring team. Come on! I take the net in my left hand and waddle between the cracks in the stone. As I approach, Dan is hunched over the pool with a net of his own. I found a hermit crab. I hold the clear, upside-down castle up proudly. Okay. Some fish flit back and forth in the current with a couple of ghostly prawns. Yes. Yeah. In one of the turrets, buried in sand, the legs of a crab poke out of a white shell. Yeah, I got a bigger one. Eliza takes lets me look inside a round basket. A large red crab slowly sidesteps around the base. Beady? Beady, okay, yes. Stalked eyes survey the strange creature above it. Wow. What did you get, Dan? He's working on it. The scrappy gray dog is poised, net in hand, patiently waiting to strike. His dad places 2 hands on a large stone and braces himself against the side of the pool. Okay. Ready, Dan? Ready, Dad. 3, 2, 1. The rock slowly moves, opening up a crack beneath it. A cloud of sand erupts. No! Dan's net springs forward, jamming down into the depths. His elbows jostle with something, figuring out its weight. I got it! Riley! I hold out a bucket as Dan hoists the little net from the water. It bends its plastic neck, water arcing in a clumsy hull. The catch plunges into my sandcastle bucket. It brings it with scrapes of seaweed and disturbed sediment. The water clouds. Nice job. What is it? What is it? The water thrashes, still muddy with debris. I hold it up to the sun, and we all wait for it to settle. Told you it was big! A silhouette is visible first. A looming giant within the castle walls. Slowly more of it comes into view. A fat, dark brown body. Small spikes around its mouth. It flicks its fins and spins around, settling momentarily each time. We all stare in awe of the Leviathan. You were a brave one catching that. He tussles the scruff on Dan's hair. He remains transfixed on the scene within the bucket, as sunlight tints the dull water. The fish gently turns above the smaller fish, the prawn and the reclusive crab. It's like we've lifted a chunk of the ocean itself and froze it in time. The calm is mesmerizing. Can we take it home? You're not allowed. Why not? Because they live in the sea. It's salt water. We have salt in the kitchen. We can put it in the fishbowl. Eliza's right, Dan. The sea's where they live. Ronzo's eyes turn sad as they follow the giant. But he's so pretty. It's not really pretty, but it's cool. And I think he's pretty. It creases its spiral, facing Dan directly. It's as though it heard his compliment. Dan's expression lifts again. I don't think this fish has ever heard someone call it pretty before. The water splashes again, sediment kicking back up. The creature jostles into the turret of the castle. It thrashes and bites. The fish and prawns push up against the see-through wall. They must be terrified, trapped by something they don't understand. Dan shrieks and steps back. The bucket falls from its frightened hands. It turns sideways into the water. All creatures scatter to different corners of the pool. A fat, dark shadow darts back to the boulder lair. The plastic castle floats, half submerged in the rocky water. My heart races. Dan covers his eyes, muffles his distress. Eliza stands to the side, and Dan's dad kneels beside him, a firm hand on his shoulder. Hey, hey! Dan stays as he is. Show me your face. He pries the pup's damp paws from his eyes. They're big and blue and full of tears. He chokes on his words. Come on, chin up. But he... That's how things are in the sea, Danny. The big fish eat the smaller ones. I feel my throat tighten. I remember the nervous little crab hiding away in the most secluded spot he could find. Not secluded enough. You're both softies. Eliza, that's rude! His attention turns to me, sighing as he picks the bucket out of the pool. Water pours from a crack in the base. She's right, though. You boys ought to toughen up a bit if you're going to be real adventurers. Dan pulls himself to his feet, wiping his sniffling nose on his arm. Don't cry, Dan. It's just a crab. Sorry. Here. Taking his son's hand, he guides him around the edge of the pool. Tip yours out, Eliza. Let's head back. And my shoulders shiver as I walk beside them both. Eliza jumps between the biggest cracks in the rock and down to the water's edge. She expertly not spills a drop from the bucket. Sitting at the edge of the earth, Eliza takes one last look at the red crab that she had caught. It paces in the safety of its confines. No predators to snatch it up. She turns her eyes to the vast expanse, dense and blue, creatures far bigger than the fish waiting beneath its misty skin. Her ears go flat against her head. She lets it go. Oh. That was neat. I liked that. But alright, everyone. We're gonna end the part here. So I do hope you all have enjoyed. And I'll see you guys around.